Hey everyone, welcome back to my abridged playthrough of Mass Effect Andromeda.
Entering atmosphere, LZ in sight.
My name is Rochelle Veer. I'm an archaeoastronomer. My goal is to find undiscovered colonies we lost contact with, potential allies against the Ket.
You think there might be Angara worlds you don't know about?
That's what I was trying to learn. Then this happened. I was away when the disaster struck. I thought my home was destroyed, and all my research with it, but I just learned part of the building survived. I'm trying to recover my research data, but the wildlife won't let me near my old home. Pathfinder, this is Rochelle Veer. You're approaching the remains of my home.
I've detected multiple life forms in the area. Their movements appear agitated.
I think we stirred up a nest.
That's it. Good work.
Pathfinder, the computer system appears to be damaged.
Let's see if we can recover anything from it.
Pathfinder, the computer's data core is damaged beyond repair.
Rochelle, it's Ryder. We're inside your old home, but your research data didn't survive.
All your effort and risk for nothing. I'm sorry.
The risk was worth it. We just got unlucky.
Years of my life gone.
You didn't have backups?
Of course, but they went down with the city's network memory center. That site is now buried underground. Even if you could find an access point on the surface, the odds of recovering anything are remote.
Good scientists don't quit until they've exhausted all possibilities.
If you're willing to press on, so am I. I can point you in the general direction of where the network memory center used to be. You'll have to hunt for an exposed network node. I'll stand by. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, I've detected energy readings consistent with an active network node.
Is it on the surface?
We'll find out. Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner.
Network connection is established.
I'm logging in. Searching. I found them. Research files downloading and done. You did it.
We did it. Go team.
If we recovered this data, we may be able to access everything lost in the disaster. I'll alert my colleagues. You've accomplished something amazing, Pathfinder.
Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
We subjected them to various stimuli. Injections of Kachari, nothing worked.
Let Ryder try. He's worked the remnant tech inside a vault. Or so he says.
Ocean of fish, one will have gems in its mouth. But if you think the alien can help, I'll set skepticism aside.
Kieran Dahl said something about fish and gems to me. What was that all about?
In an ocean of fish, one will have gems in its mouth. Meaning your success with Remnant is probability, not skill. As the number of cases approaches infinity, the unlikeliest outcomes become likely.
Oh. Thought it might have been something like that.
Andromeda plant sample detected nearby.
Helios flora. These mushrooms are rich in protein and could quickly bulk out rations, but unless prepared carefully, they would have a sour aftertaste. Plant sample collected. 2 of 10.
That was fun. I am invincible.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station. Readings indicate all Turian wreckage on Havarl has been found.
Good. Tell our salvage teams to get busy removing them. You were saying something about the planet being in decline?
It doesn't look like it, but Havarl is sick.
With only 2 out of 3 monoliths working, the instructions are imbalanced. So life is imbalanced. We've never tried asking the sages. There could be something in their oral history.
Stars. Those superstitious hermits don't care about modern Angara. You know that.
If asking your sages doesn't work, we'll be back here. So what's the harm in it?
The trek up Mithratha's teeming with Remnant. Most of us don't attempt it, but maybe you could do it. Follow the Remnant River, and keep your head. I'd hate to hear something terrible happened in pursuit of some ancient legend.
Got it.
Support will help.
Bioluminescent fungi. This fungus emits a gentle blue-green light as a result of enzymatic reactions. It is swarming with insects which appear to have taken on the same bioluminescent quality, likely as a result of consuming the fungus.
Let's give this a try.
That's a long way up.
I've never been up here before. I have heard of the sages of Mithrava, but never gave them much thought.
Why not?
Isn't a story worthless if it isn't shared? If the accounts of our past are kept hidden, they may as well not exist at all.
That's it. Good work.
Welcome.
Whoa! Whoa!
Bypassed our security. How is that possible? An alien?
I'm Ryder, Pathfinder with the Andromeda Initiative, from the Milky Way galaxy.
That does not explain how or why you are able to operate the remnant doors. It doesn't matter. You must leave. We do not entertain guests here.
Havarl's in decline. If you tell me about the lost monolith, I can help fix it, reset the vault.
With Ryder's help, Havarl could be healed. Our birthplace restored. Isn't that worth something?
It's lost. The memories of its location haven't been reclaimed. On Mithrava, we have accepted Havarl's eventual ruin.
That's a strange choice of words. What do you mean by reclaiming memories?
One may occasionally remember a past life, if the conditions are right.
What do you mean?
We believe in reincarnation. An unbroken thread.
There was one, long ago, who had knowledge of the third monolith. Zorai, a champion of the Angara from before the Scourge. Zorai's soul has returned and could be made to remember what it knew. But we have no contact with it.
So you're saying there's some way we can make people remember their past lives?
Souls retain within families. An object, heirloom, tied closely to that bloodline could cause memories to resurface.
But it's not guaranteed.
It has been known to happen on rare occasions in the past, with other souls. The only known heirloom of Zorai's family rests in an area with active remnant. No one has survived the journey. But perhaps you. Zorai's soul was reborn in Tavos, who is now a Roka. He recently returned to Havarl on a mission.
A Roka? That'll be difficult.
That's why you're here, Jarl.
They won't like that I'm helping you.
This may be a dead end, but we have to try.
I will send you the relevant coordinates. We considered Havarl a lost cause. But perhaps now, there is hope. You're still here, I see.
You mentioned an heirloom, an object you think will bring Zorai's memories back?
Souls return within families. Sometimes the memories of the past can be recalled by an object meaningful to that family. We do not understand why or how this happens, and it has only happened on rare occasions. In all cases, the heirloom was ancient. Old Angara tech from before the Scourge.
Tell me more about Zorai.
The histories describe him as both scholar and soldier. He traveled the stars and gained knowledge from far-off places. There are even accounts of him having knowledge of the remnant builders and their machines.
And the third monolith?
Our legends say that Zorai sought out the monoliths after the Scourge came. He died, and it is unclear if he accomplished what he set out to do.
Why do you remain secluded here?
The chaos brought on by the Scourge splintered our people and all but destroyed our civilization. Fear took hold. False beliefs about our predicament were seeded and began to influence Angaran thought in order to maintain the integrity of what they knew to be true. 4 families left their community to come here. We've remained ever since.
Tell me more about your belief in reincarnation.
The soul grows through many lifetimes. By seeing through different eyes, it gains wisdom.
How do you grow if you don't remember?
The growth of the soul is not like the growth of the mind. Memories are not required for the soul to develop. Some even argue that old memories are an unwelcome distraction. A person may become fixated on what was, and their soul consequently stagnates.
I'll go. Thank you for speaking to me.
Of course.
Another memory trigger?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required.
As death nears, it's harder to face the possibility that I might never see Amara again.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's happened?
Ahmad is ill. He hasn't got much time left. Ahmad, perhaps this stranger can help. If they've been to Palev, maybe they've seen something.
I came from Palev, actually. The little research station?
Research station? It used to be a large settlement. A dar. Amara moved there when she left Mithrava.
Palev was overtaken by the jungle, remember? A few cycles ago. Everyone left.
Oh, yes. I remember now. But that means Amara's gone.
There might still be a way to track her down.
All Dara keep records, don't they? If there was an organized evacuation, they would have documented the process.
And the records would state where she went. Pala, that's genius.
Where would they keep those records?
Likely some kind of administrative building. If it still stands, and the machines still work, it's a slim hope. I don't want to impose, stranger, but I would welcome any news of my sister.
Jeffro, the founder. Clear hearts know who we once were. Let me do that again. Jeffro, the founder. Translated from Shalash. After the Scourge destroyed our civilization, chaos and fear ruled, and we lost sight of our true selves. Jeffro took us away from that influence, so that we could remember the past with clarity. Clear hearts. Clear hearts know who we once were. God damn that sentence. Clear hearts. Clear hearts know who we were once. Clear hearts know who we were once, and clear eyes see who we are now. Selev, who remembers. Translated from Shalesh. History is breath. It moves through us, gives us life. Like breath, it cannot be caught in a glass. Selev decided that once in every 50 cycles of our sun, we would reach out to the archivist in Aya to renew our knowledge of our people. Thus, we remember.
Ah, good. I wanted to talk with you. How are you able to use the Remnant?
Just lucky, I guess.
All right. Don't reveal any secrets. Angara, who live close to Remnant technology, sometimes learn how to use specific tech. It requires intense concentration, and even if we can make it work, we've never understood how it works.
So some of you can use Remnant tech, but you don't know how it works?
Not all Remnant tech, no. Like I said, specific pieces. Take Mithrava, for example. Some of us can operate the security that protects the sanctuary. The knowledge was passed down through generations. In my case, it took a year to learn how to open a simple door. The difference between knowing you can eat a tree's fruit and understanding why that tree bears fruit.
I should be going.
Suit yourself.
The remnant pillars toward Bishal.
Don't be foolish. No one's ever seen it before. Nobody speaks their language. Bashar learned from the things they left behind. Esmus lets you wander around with no supervision? You're interrupting our lesson.
Could use more interruptions.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get in your way.
And yet you're still here. As I was saying, the propulsion system that took Bashal to the skies was inspired by 4 remnant pieces. And that's just one. Much of our progress was prompted by the discovery of remnant artifacts.
Where are these artifacts you're talking about?
The few that still exist reside in Aya's repository. However, many have been lost. Though there are rumors that as wilds grow wilder, things long buried may be unearthed.
It might be wise to study whatever we find. Something out there might give us an edge against the Ket.
You believe the Angara learned crucial scientific ideas from the Remnant?
It is not just belief, it is a matter of record. Some artifacts were even left in unfinished states, likely to demonstrate how they were put together.
I think I'll leave you to your lesson.
About time.
Important alert. This notification terminal has been experiencing occasional issues, namely sudden memory dumps. Jarve is due to look into it shortly. In the meantime, try not to tax the system too much. First Sage Esmus. Presentation by Yazgar. As you all know, Sage Yazgar made a pilgrimage to Aya a year ago to request copies of the repository's most recent archaeological theories and findings. He and his assistants have been cloistered since then, and have only just completed their analysis of the material. They have collated the records that are consistent with Mithrava's canon, and have incorporated them into our histories. The rest have, of course, been relegated to the archives, where they are available for study. Sage Yazgar will be presenting the information he's compiled at the end of the week. You may want to refamiliarize yourself with the tales of the Sundering before coming to the forum. The meeting will be held in the lower archives. Genealogy update. Our contacts on Aya and Vold have sent us more information about the extended families and descendants of several of our revered historical figures, including Ishaf, Beshel, and Zorai. I am looking for volunteers to analyze the data to ascertain the possibility of soul transfer. Please let me know as soon as you can. First Sage Esmus. Angaran sculpture. Faint tool marks on the surface of this sculpture indicate that it was carved, not molded. Age approximately 300 years. Moran, our shelter. Translated from Shalesh. The rest of our people have always mocked and despised us. When Jeffro decided we would live apart from them, we needed to be safe. Moran was able to use what she knew of Remnant to find us a home here, on the construct we call Mithrava, Sanctuary.
So what was Kieran saying? All this'll disappear one day? No one knows the long-term effects of Remnant. Kieran probably has projections, but projections are often wrong. I think that's it. Good work.
Pathfinder, we are approaching the location provided by Esmus.
Stay sharp, everybody. There's supposed to be Remnant crawling all over this place.
Andromeda plant sample detected nearby.
Helios flora. The stems of this plant produce a red syrup with a surprisingly high sugar content. However, it will stain both armor and teeth if spilled. Plant sample obtained, 3 of 10.
Jarl, what's your take on all this reincarnation stuff?
You're asking if I believe.
Yes, sure.
Not the way Esmos does.
The adaptability of this rare device suggests that it may actively bridge other remnant systems in a way we can't yet emulate. It provides significant research potential for initiative technologies.
Hope the piece of Remtech Peavy needs is still here.
Personal log, Butch. Ha! We're in! Found a broken access point into this remnant structure. We're gonna get the piece the bosses are after, and I'm gonna win that bet after all. End log.
Well, that was a clusterfuck. They're all dead. And now you're here. I'm screwed.
You'll be okay.
Oh, really? We were supposed to clean out this site before you got here, but there were too many damn bots. This outfit doesn't care a lick about any of us.
Tell me about them.
Just joined, so I can't tell you much. The Krogan's name is Crank, or Crankit, or something. He runs the field crews. That's all I know. Here, take the choice piece from this site. I'm officially retired.
Peavy, piece number 2 secured.
Yes! I could kiss you! Last one turned up on Kadara. Sending coordinates.
Zorai's heirloom, once belonging to the champion called Zorai. This gauntlet appears designed to fit an Angaran hand. An intricate web of circuitry and silvery contacts run over its interior and exterior surfaces.
Got it. Looks like it might have been some kind of glove. Or gauntlet? Smashed, though. Inside's studded with contacts. Could have been used for some kind of input.
Can't wait to see where this is going. Let's find this Tavos character.
Corrupted data drive. Note, the drive is old, has been exposed to the elements, and most of the data is corrupted. However, small packets have been recovered and translated from Shalesh. The data appears to be a series of journal entries. Quote, stories told by grandfather of how the gauntlet came to him. It should have been his sister's to hold. She was the oldest of all their siblings, direct descendants of Zorai, but she had no interest in the stories of the ancestors or the remnant. She refused her right, and it passed to grandfather, then my father, and now it's mine." End quote. Quote, "I barely understand it, and it's frightening. I visited the sages. They said Zorai knew how to speak to remnant, and maybe this gauntlet helped somehow. When I put it on, it seems to change something in my mind. I don't like the way it feels." End quote. Quote, "Iran wants it, the gauntlet. She says my fear of it makes me unworthy. I should pass it to her, like our grand-aunt passed it to our grandfather. I do not fear it, I will show her. I'll use it on the remnant like my ancestor did." End quote.
An undocumented mineral has been detected, Pathfinder.
This must be what it was like for those ancient Angara, finding strange things in the wilds.
It's possible we could discover something new from what you found. We should take it for further analysis.
Mineral scanned, 5 of 16.
Ryder, Tholdia lives near here. She's our best lead to finding Aksul.
Think she'll talk to us?
It'll take some convincing, but I think so. Historians believe much of our progress was spurred by such finds. We might benefit from collecting these artifacts.
Well executed!
Cat! Protect Tholdia!
Keep it up!
Rokar. They died fighting.
Aksul must have sent them to watch over Tholdia.
Locked. I'll override it.
Don't come any closer.
Tholdia, we're here to help.
Crates. The crate's shipping information has been scratched off, preventing confirmation of the sender's identity. However, circumstances indicate it was likely sent by Aksul. Fire. My family died screaming on Vold. I left everyone at our camp that morning to find a passage through the crevasse. We were only a day's march to the safety of Tekix. I remember feeling hopeful that we might survive our ordeal, and then I smelled burning flesh. I ran toward the smoke, knowing it was already too late. The Ket left my family's charred remains in a jumbled heap, but I could still make out faces twisted in agony. My parents, my brothers and sisters, my husband and our children, all gone. I had never felt so powerless. I scattered their ashes as tears froze against my skin. Then I ran for Tekix, where I met Aksul.
Don't touch me.
You need medical attention.
It's too late for that. I made sure of it.
Your wounds, they're self-inflicted?
The Ket. I can't go back. I won't. Oh.
Hush now, sister. The Ket are dead. They can't take you. We won't let them.
You sound like him. So confident. So sure.
You mean Aksul?
He saved me. Gave me a chance to live. And die on my own terms.
We need to find him, Tholdia. Ishare, brave one.
We're no closer to Axul.
Her devotion to him surprised me. I don't think anyone affiliated with the Rokar will help us. The only other person who could reach him is the Moshai. I was hoping to keep her out of this. She's always had a blind spot when it comes to Axul. Come on, let's go.